Hey, this is Jackie with Salutio. In this video, I'm going to show you the two ways that you can share an Outlook calendar with a Google Calendar. One is to be inside the desktop client, not the old version of Outlook where you had to actually download the software, but this is like built into Windows 10, I think, and newer. So there's the calendar here, and you've got a calendar on the left-hand side. I obviously don't use this, so it's not something I'm super familiar with in terms of what calendar categories I can add, if I can make any new ones, or if I have to subscribe to something else that already exists. On the drop down here, I'm going to click on Share Calendar, and I can send an invitation to another email address. Type that in here. Give them the option. I'm going to go ahead and try this to give them option to edit because I want to see what happens there. The other option is inside of a web browser. Sign into outlook.live.com. If it's part of a 365 or 365 setup with your domain name, that might be a different address. But your view should be similar. And then down here, I want to see this again. If adding a calendar is an option, create a blank calendar there. So you can do a lot more, it looks like, in the website version as opposed to the desktop client, so to speak. So now I should have over here, I've got a sample option and calendar option. I'm going to click on settings up here at the top. I'm going to click on view all Outlook settings down there at the bottom of that screen. Obviously some things I can change here, but I'm click on share calendars. So one option again is to share a specific calendar and send it to a specific email address. And again, I can do the same thing like so. That's an option. But then below here, I have the option to publish a calendar. So I've done this once for the regular calendar. It doesn't give me the option to do it for my other one. So it looks like it has to be maybe tied to the main calendar of the account. Select permissions. Can view when I'm busy. Oh, I think I did. Yeah, can view all details. And I've already got that set here. So it gives me these links, an HTML link or an ICS link. So we're going to take this ICS file link. I'm going to copy it. So again, the ICS file is the one that we're going to take over to Google Calendar. And we're going to add it here. We're going to click add in this spot, and we're going to click from URL. And then we're going to paste in that ICS file and click add. So it becomes calendar over here on the left-hand side. The original URL is still right here, so I can look and see what that ICS file is. And it should be showing up on the website. Again, I didn't have any events there, so maybe I should go back here and try to create something and see. New event. 9:30. Save. Right there. So let me see. I think in the past I was understanding that Outlook syncs to Google about once a week. So let's go back and look at the week of October, or sorry, not once a week, once per hour. So I don't see anything yet here. Once per hour. No, the once per hour is a different thing. It's something within our website that does once per hour. ICS files tend to sync about once every 24 hours. So sometime in the hours between 11 a.m. and 2 a.m. Sorry, 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. So if I know, and that's the way it works between the calendar on my phone and it's not really, I have a Garmin watch, so it's not an iPhone watch or an Apple Watch, it's a Garmin watch, and they tend to sync only once per hour. So if I have events that aren't put in my calendar, for some reason they're being rescheduled by somebody else and not synced prior to the 11 p.m. hour, then I don't receive the notifications on my phone because they didn't come through. So yeah, that's about once per 24 hours is how often those sync. So it's not effective for recent changes to events or ones that are going to happen all of a sudden, that I would use other means to communicate with people. However, the other thing that we figured out when doing syncing an ICS file in Google Calendar is that when the event changes, so if you make changes to your event inside of Outlook, the Outlook version of the calendar, it's better to actually delete the event, and then create a new one, because otherwise the ICS file doesn't know, since the event was already there, it doesn't know to look for different data in that event. Usually when it does its syncing, it's looking for new events altogether. So it's better to delete the old event and create a new one if there's changes to events when using the IC Outlook calendar syncing with Google on a website. So again, let's go to settings here, view all Outlook settings, share calendars, and I think the best bet is going to be to share that ICS file after you've published the calendar, and provide that to either a Google account that you own and share that with Solutio, or provide that to Solutio directly, and then we'll put it in the Google Calendar that we have for you. I hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless.